winner moves on. Loser sees their season come to an end. MLB Network brings you exclusive coverage of the winner-take-all wildcard game. It's the one-game National League wildcard playoff between the Chicago Cubs and the San Francisco Giants. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to another edition of baseball on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Well, I really love these one-game wildcard matchups to kick off the postseason. Kind of tough that your season comes down to one game after such a grinding season, but what's better than a winner-go-home game, especially when that's the case for both teams? Should be a lot of fun to watch.
The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 San Francisco Giants.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men with a lot on their shoulders. Our two starters here in this wild card matchup. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Giro, tell us about this lineup as they try to survive the wild card game.
Well, I was fortunate to play 2 years in this ballpark and call it my home, AT&T Park. And one thing I'll tell you is, as a right-handed hitter, get going opposite field into the bay out of your head, because it's not happening. You have to keep the line drive approach, and this park plays two different ways. Day game, the ball will fly a little bit to left. Night game, stay on the attack, stay big part of the field, up the middle the other way, and you'll have success. Time for a look at the San Francisco Giants on defense. And let's take a look at Joe Panik. I call him the big fundamental because he does nothing wrong on the defensive side of the ball. He has got ice water in his veins and the ability to turn one of the best double plays in baseball.
Stepping up to the plate, Gerard Dyson. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The center fielder, number 1, Gerard Dyson.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. The windup and the 0-1. Up around the face. Not a bad night to bring the parka along. 54 degrees at game time. Looped out towards short. And he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort. And that ought to be scored an infield single.
Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
From the stretch, he takes a fastball on the inside corner. Now a throw over to first, just keeping him close. Here comes the 0-1. And this is fouled at the plate. Dyson gets his lead at first, nobody out. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And I think that's the case of the pitcher being a little too preoccupied with the speed at first. He lost focus on making the pitch and throws an absolute scud. The irony, of course, is the runner's now on second, and he didn't even have to steal.
Another 1-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
They're not called table settlers for nothing, Danny. 1-2 punch right there. Both on base, first and third. We got problems.
Tough way to start the game on the mound right now. First and third, nobody out. It's time to start making some really good pitches.
Ready. Here's the first offering. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Jackson. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Philly Williams. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Set and the pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Cepeda has a play. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Chris.
The next Cub up, Chris Bryant, who takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the stretch. And that one right down Main Street.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Throw over to the bag. A dive, but he's back. A runner on first with 2 away. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped high in the air. Crawford is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Cubs are on top 1-0. And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. What's important for this lineup as you look to earn a berth into the division series, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Fergie Jenkins is on the mound for the visitors in this NL Wildcard matchup. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Boy, we're lucky to have the best seat in the house for this one. Not very often do you see a pitcher get a chance to go for career win number 300. Sitting at 299, I think a lot of people came to the ballpark to watch this one today, hoping they were going to witness history, and number 300 certainly would put him in some exclusive company.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy's got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the line.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Austin Jackson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike one. The 1-1 home. Taken, strike two. The 1-2. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike three. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a strike. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Banks to his left. He's got it. On to first, and there were two down.
Batting third, left fielder, Willie McCovey.
Next to bat for the Giants, Willie McCovey. First cuts for him here with the bases open and two away. First offering on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Two out, nobody on. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
2-2 to stretch Willie McCovey. Bases are empty here with two men out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Williams giving chase. And that's the third out. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. Second inning now from San Francisco. The Cubs lead this one 1-0. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and one man left on. We'll go now to the top of the third. Cubs lead it 1-0. Digging in to try it again, Gerard Dyson, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And it's fouled away. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. Skied into straightaway right. McCutchen is under it. 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Ernie Banks.
Digging in for his second at bat, Ernie Banks. A base hit in his first trip. First pitch of the at bat on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. One out, nobody on. Ball 2. Grounded down the third baseline, and that finds its way through for a base hit. McCovey gloves it, and he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. Anthony Rizzo stands in now, and he puts it on the ground to second. Panic's got it, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder, Billy Williams.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Billy Williams. He popped out in his first trip. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
1-0 count, here it is. And he just misses with a curveball.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Three and one to the Cubs left fielder. The 3-1 pitch. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
Hey, D-Row, they're off to a nice 2-0 lead right here. Now I think it's time to keep the pressure on and try to add on.
Yeah, this guy's a quality pitcher, and you know at any moment he gets into a rhythm, he can rattle off some donuts up there. So this is a nice job by the offense, but not done yet.
Here's Chris Bryant now. And he fouls this one off. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Has a look, now the pitch. Chopped foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch in the dirt, but swung on and missed. And that ends the inning. Striding in once again, Ryne Sandberg, as we begin the top of the fourth.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Two and one, the count to Sandberg. The 2-1. Popped him up. And there's out number one.
The right fielder, number 10, Andre Dawson.
Ready for another chance? Andre Dawson. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now here it comes. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Wilson Contreras.
So stepping in, Wilson Contreras, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Now here's the pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot that time for Wilson Contreras. And the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
In is Jorge Soler.
The designated hitter, Jorge
As he will look at a curveball right on the black, apparently. It's strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Back up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's Gerard Dyson as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Comes set and the 0-1. In the dirt here. Ball's there and he is out. Good throw. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's 3-0 Chicago. So in now for San Francisco, Willie McCovey. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Willie McCovey.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
And this one's high and tight, backing him up 2-1. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And my gracious, look at that comparison. Both guys into triple digits. That is some serious, serious gas. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter. Orlando Cepeda comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
First baseman number 22, Will Clark.
Stepping in, Will Clark. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Oh, and this one ran in and got him. And that's twice now he's been hit in this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but I do know when a guy at the plate is a stud like that and first base is open, there's absolutely zero reason to put the ball in the strike zone. I think he was trying to work around him, and it just got away.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The The 1-0 delivery. Tapped down the line. Reined in. And he's safe. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. For the plate now is the designated hitter, Brandon Belt. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First delivery to him on the way. There's a strike.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
From the stretch. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
2-2.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. Heading to the plate now for the Giants, Joe Panic, as he'll bat with the bases full and 2 men out. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plunked him in the first at bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
The 1-0 is a slider taken for a ball.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the bases loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
The 2-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Cepeda at third, Clark on second, McCutcheon on at first with 2 down. This is hit on the ground to first. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Giants leave them loaded. They trail it here 3-0. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Gerard Dyson. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Into the box, Ernie Banks. He'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. There's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far.
Let's go, Giants!
Here comes the first pitch. Up around the face.
Overrated.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
The 2-0 on the way. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Had the green light. 3-1.
3 balls.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Ready for another shot now. Billy Williams popped out and singled in his 2 trips to the plate.
Let's go, Giants!
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. That's lifted the other way out to left. McCovey has it in his tracks. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Here's Chris Bryant now, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed up a little high.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Onto the garden netting and gone. So a 3-run blast to deep center here as they pile on. It's now 6-0.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Stepping in now, Ryan Sandberg.
Ryan Sandberg.
As he'll reach unsuccessfully at a slider away, it's strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. Into the corner and slicing foul. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
The 1-2. Hit out towards second. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Standing in now, Andre Dawson, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. From the belt, the pitch, and he misses with it. 1-1. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Panic over to his right. And the inning is over. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3-run home run. Middle of the night here at China Basin. It's the Cubs 6 and the Giants nothing. Chris Stratton gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Digging in and looking for more, Wilson Contreras. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Now here it comes. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home is looked at off the plate for a ball.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Jorge Soler will be next. Here it comes, the 3-0. It's a called strike on the changeup. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
Striding in once again, Jorge Soler. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First offering on its way. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out old ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice swing.
Here's Gerard Dyson. Hit down the line at first. Gloved by Clark, and that's out number 1. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Ready for another chance, Ernie Banks. First pitch of the at-bat. The fastball down near the shoe tops.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
Here it comes, 1-0. And he misses again, 2-0.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
The 2-0 on the way. And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Here's a look over to first. And he's back easily. Now the 2-1. Grounded foul off to the right.
Let's go, Giants.
The 2-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And he'll dive back in. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
You got 2 balls,
2-1.
1 strike. What's that?
From the stretch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here now the 2-2 is belted, and take a look at this. Deep to right center field, and it's gone. So a 3-run shot to right center field as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
No doubt an impressive home run, so we'll employ show track for a more in-depth look. 112 miles an hour was the exit velocity off the bat, so it's no wonder why it ended up having the impressive distance that it did.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Billy Williams.
Billy Williams.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And he takes strike 2. 3 runs already home here. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Full count still.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Jackson is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's the Cubs 9 and the Giants nothing. Here's Buster Posey now. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. And they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
First pitch on its way. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. And now the second pitch of the inning will be his 100th of the ball game. On his way to pitch number 100. Chopped foul right by home plate, and it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Towards second. And Posey's now 0 for 3 as he's retired here for the first out.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Stepping in now, Willie McCovey. As he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. High in the air down the right field line. Dawson is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out.
Up next for the Giants, third baseman, Orlando Cepeda.
Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Orlando Cepeda. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Two out, nobody on. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball. 1-1.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
slider, and he touches 90 with that one. It's 1-2. The 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball, and the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Giants down in order. They're down 9-0.
Leading off for the Giants here in the bottom of the ninth.
Here's the first pitch.
First baseman, Willie.
Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Swing, and this is hit hard but foul toward the third base dugout. Fly ball right down the line in left. Williams is in pursuit, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Next to bat for the Giants, Andrew McCutchen. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Fastball stays way up that time for ball two.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Now the 2-0. Line drive to center field. Dyson is there, and quickly two are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home nine.
Designated hitter, number 9, Brandon Belt.
So it'll be the Giants DH, Brandon Belt, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
High and deep to straightaway right. Dawson going back on it, up into the arcade and out of here. Solo home run here for Brandon Belt, and they're now on the board, though still well behind. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the fourth to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, P. A ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
Joe Penna is in with two away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Swing and a ball line hard towards short, and he'll put this one away, and with that the ball game is over.
And these wild card games are hard enough. It's your entire season rests on 9 innings of baseball, but they put aside all the distractions that come with playing on the road and handled their business. Now it's on to the division series, one step closer to the World Series title.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was outstanding in this one. I mean, we talked about his dominance throughout the game, and he allowed only 1 run. So to me, there's no doubt he was the story here.
So for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. The postseason is in full swing, folks. You've been watching the National League Wildcard game.